Amazon FBA is not worth starting in 2025 if you're trying to do old school private label or wholesale. And that's because there are over 9.7 million Amazon sellers and over 4,000 new sellers join Amazon every single day. Amazon is getting really saturated, but Amazon is a $2 trillion company. That's not a $1 million company. That's not a $1 billion company. Amazon is a freaking $2 trillion company. And over 50% of all e-commerce sales happen on Amazon.com. And more than 66% of all the sales that happen on Amazon's website are from third-party sellers. That's people like you and me selling our products on Amazon's website. In fact, there are over 400,000 sellers on Amazon that make over $100,000 a year. But still, you're probably wondering, is it too late to start selling on Amazon in 2025? And there are 5 big reasons why a lot of people are saying that it's too late to start selling on Amazon. Number 1, it's oversaturated. Selling on Amazon is oversaturated. 2, Temu. We're going to talk in depth about that. 3, the startup costs. And there are 2 other reasons that I'll talk about later in this video that a lot of people are saying that it's too late for you to start selling on Amazon. And I'm going to go over all 5 of these issues with selling on Amazon in 2025, and I'm going to rank them from 1 to 10 on how worried you should be if you're looking to start making money on Amazon, how worried you should be with each of these 5 problems. And at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal whether or not it's too late for you to start an Amazon business in 2025. And the answer is going to surprise you. Now, I will share the ranking on all these issues in just a minute, but there is one big reason why it might not be too late for you to start selling on Amazon. And that is this chart right here. This chart made me realize that right now might be the perfect time to start selling on Amazon. And we'll talk about why that is later in this video, but there are right ways to sell on Amazon and there are wrong ways to sell on Amazon. And if you're looking to make money by selling on Amazon, it's important for you to understand how Amazon works. So let's go back in time and explain in depth what Amazon.com is and how you can make money from it. And Amazon was started in July 1994. And for the first 3 years of Amazon's website, they only sold books on their site. And they didn't allow third-party sellers. They didn't allow people like you or me to sell on their website. All the books that were being sold on Amazon was Amazon selling those books. Then Amazon started to expand and they started selling more things. They started selling CDs, toys, and electronics. And then in 2000, something huge happened. Amazon.com, the biggest e-commerce platform in the world, started allowing third-party sellers, people like you and me, to start selling our products on their website. And at this point, Amazon only had around 20 million customers, which is nothing compared to the 300 million customers that Amazon has now. But since there wasn't a lot of people selling products on Amazon, all you had to do was pick any junk product, sell it on Amazon, and you would make a ton of money. Now, selling on Amazon has gotten a little bit harder. There is more competition. There is around 9 million Amazon sellers, but keep in mind, of those 9 million Amazon sellers, only 2 million sellers are actually active sellers. And of those 2 million active sellers, only around 1 million of them are in the United States. And as I mentioned, in total, Amazon has over 400,000 Amazon sellers that are doing over $100,000 in sales a year. So selling on Amazon is probably still a good opportunity, but there's a lot more things that we're going to be talking about in this video to determine whether or not you should start selling on Amazon in 2025. And before we get into the 5 reasons why it might be too late for you to start selling on Amazon, one important thing that you have to know is that Amazon is actually growing every single year. In 2010, Amazon only did about $34 billion in sales on their website. Compare that to last year where Amazon did over $700 billion in sales. And this year, Amazon's projected to do over $800 billion in revenue, in sales on their website in a single year. And again, you need to remember that most of the sales that happen on Amazon's website are third-party sellers. That's people like you and me selling our products on Amazon. So this is not only a huge opportunity, but it seems to be an opportunity that's growing every single year. And more people are buying things online every year. In 2022, only around 16% of all sales happened online. That number is growing every year. Last year it was around 17%, and it's predicted to go up to around 20%, and it will continue to grow every year. More and more people are buying things online every single year. And if more and more people are buying things online and more people are buying things on Amazon, it would make sense for you to sell things online, and specifically for you to sell products on Amazon, right? But in this video, we're going to talk about, is it too late for you to get started? And we're going to talk about some of the most common concerns that people have when starting an Amazon business in 2025. And not only am I going to rank all these concerns from 1 to 10 on how worried you should be, I'm also going to give some solutions on how you can overcome some of these obstacles if you do decide to sell on Amazon in 2025. Now we're going to dive into that in just a moment, but if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis and I've been selling on Amazon for around 10 years now. I've done over $10 million in total e-commerce sales, and I've helped over 1,000 everyday people just like you make over $100,000 a year profit from selling on Amazon. So make sure to smash that like button, because I'm showing you this video to show you the real truth about Amazon FBA and share some things that a lot of Amazon gurus would never tell you. And I've personally tried a ton of different ways to make money online. And I've found over and over again that Amazon FBA, selling products on Amazon, is by far the easiest way to create a legitimate passive income business. And that's because, for those that don't know, FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. It's a way for you to sell your products on Amazon's website. And what you do is you buy your products in bulk at a discount, you ship them into the Amazon warehouse. This makes it so that your products are Prime eligible, meaning that customers that go to Amazon.com can buy your products and get them shipped to them within 2 days. Now, the reason it's called FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, is when a customer buys your product, you don't need to do anything. Amazon handles the fulfillment for you. They will pick, pack, and ship it from their warehouse to your customer, meaning that it's relatively passive income, especially considering the fact that Amazon already has around 1.4 billion page visits per month. That's 1.4 billion people going to their website every month. They already have a ton of customers that are going to look for products. And so they're basically handling the marketing for you. On top of that, they're handling the fulfillment for you. There's not a lot of work for you to do once you get your business up and running. That's why I call it passive income. Now, warning, it does take some hard work to get your Amazon business started, but once it's up and running, it's not that much work to keep it going. And Amazon FBA is a great business model, but most people that are trying to sell on Amazon are doing it wrong. This is a chart of e-commerce growth in the United States, and you can see that people are buying things online more and more every year. And so you would think that selling online would become easier every year, but most people are using techniques, they're using ways of selling on Amazon that just don't work anymore. These ways of selling on Amazon may have worked 5, 6, 7 years ago, but in this video, I'm going to share with you the best way to actually make money on Amazon in 2025. And I'm going to go over all the ways of selling on Amazon and which one is the best in 2025 in just a minute. But I do want to let you know, if you want my help, if you want my mentorship, if you want me to teach you how to sell on Amazon, I am opening up registration to my Amazon FBA training program in just 2 days. There's only going to be 50 spots available, and there is a link down below in the description if you want to get on the wait list and if you want to get more information about this training program. I will talk about this a little bit more later in this video, but if you want to get on the wait list, click on the link down below in the description. But let's talk about the different ways to sell on Amazon and talk about some new ways that I'm actually using to make money with Amazon.com. And if you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me talk about this, but I'm going to show you some new examples and some new ways of selling on Amazon. Now, one of the most common and easiest ways to get started selling on Amazon, and something that I recommend you do if you've never made money online, if you're nervous about it and you just want to dip your toes in the water, the first way of making money with Amazon is called retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. And this is where you find products that are on a deep discount, you buy them for that discounted price, and then you flip them on Amazon for a higher price. For example, this robot vacuum is being sold on Walmart.com for $113, but this exact same product is being sold on Amazon.com for $250. This is how simple it is. You can go to Walmart.com, buy it for that $113, ship it into the Amazon warehouse, make it so this product is Prime eligible, meaning that people that are Amazon Prime shoppers like me, they're gonna buy the product for that $250. Most Amazon shoppers shoppers, they don't go to Walmart, they just go to Amazon. So they're gonna see this for $250, they're gonna buy it, and you are gonna be able to keep all the profit. And the pro with this way of selling on Amazon is it's very easy for you to get up, get started, and you don't need a lot of money to get started selling products using retail or online arbitrage. Now, the downside with this business model and why I don't recommend it long term is you're not really building a business. You're not creating passive income. You're constantly having to go out, do work to find deals, flip them, and it's just gonna keep going over and over again. So it's a great way to get started and test out selling on Amazon, but it's not gonna make you rich. So what a lot of people do instead is they use the wholesale method for selling on Amazon. And this is where you buy a product in bulk at a discount using a wholesale price, and then you flip it on Amazon for the full retail price. For instance, you can buy these magnetic blocks with a wholesale discount for $17.60. However, on Amazon, these exact same products are being sold for $40. So buy them in bulk with that wholesale discount, flip them on Amazon, and you could keep all the profit. Now, the pro with this way of selling on Amazon is you can keep selling the same product. You're not having to hunt for new deals because you're buying it with a wholesale discount. However, the con is there's nothing stopping other people from selling that exact same product on the exact same listing as you. And so you might get lucky and you might find a wholesale product, make a little bit of money, but it's just a matter of time until someone else finds that exact same product. And so a solution to this is called private labeling. And this is one of the most popular ways to sell on Amazon. And let me show you an example of this. These refrigerator filters are making over $5 million in sales every single month. And if you're new to selling on Amazon, let me show you a secret. You can actually find out how much any product on Amazon is making. All you have to do is scroll down to the best-selling rank number. You're gonna copy that and you're gonna paste it in the free Jungle Scout Sales Estimator tool. And then you're gonna select the marketplace, which is the United States, as well as the category, which is tools and home improvement. Then you hit enter and we can see that this product is selling over 100,000 units every single month. Now, to figure out how much in revenue it's doing, we're gonna multiply this by the cost of the product, and we can see that this product is making over $5 million in sales every month. And what's crazy about this product is even though it's being sold on Amazon.com for $51, this exact same product is being sold on Alibaba.com for $7.77. And the way that private label works is you would buy this product from Alibaba.com, you'd slap your brand on it, you'd slap your own private label on it, and then you'd create your own listing on Amazon.com, sell the product, and make a ton of money. And if this sounds like it's too good to be true, it's because it kind of is. Now, you can still get lucky sometimes and find a winning private label product. And in 2025, if you still want to make money with private labeling, you have to do something a little bit different. And I'll talk about this later in the video, but there's two real options, in my opinion, to make money in 2025: niche branding and creating a passion product. And I'll talk about both these in depth throughout this video. But now let's go over the 5 reasons why it might be too late for you to start selling on Amazon in 2025. And again, I'm gonna rank these from a scale of 1 to 10 on how worried you should be. The 5 most common reasons I hear people saying that it's too late to sell on Amazon in 2025 is that Amazon is oversaturated, Temu, startup cost, and 2 other reasons that I'll talk about later in this video. I'm gonna make you watch this entire video to see those other 2 reasons, but all 5 of these reasons are very important for you to understand before you start trying to sell on Amazon. So let's start with number 1, which is oversaturation. Let's go in depth about this issue. I'll give you some solutions and also talk about how worried you should be about that. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you, if you have not yet signed up for the waitlist for that Amazon FBA training program that I'm opening in 2 days, there is a link down below in the description, and there is only going to be 50 spots available, only 50 people that I'm going to be helping to start their Amazon business, and registration's only going to be open for 1 week. So you're gonna wanna get on the wait list to make sure you don't miss this opportunity. And with my Amazon FBA training program, there's actually a $1,000 guarantee. I'm so confident this is gonna work for you that if it doesn't, I will give you $1,000 out of my own pocket. I'll talk about that guarantee later in this video, but it's a no risk situation. I wanna teach you how to make money on Amazon, and I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. And as I mentioned, there's close to 10 million people selling on Amazon, though as we talked about, when you actually look at it, it's not that competitive. There's only really 1 million active Amazon sellers in the United States. And if you're on social media, you've probably seen a ton of people making money with Amazon. You've seen people that became millionaires overnight that are driving the Lamborghinis. And I want to make it clear to you, selling on Amazon is not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. It does take some hard work. Now, it's true that Amazon is oversaturated. In fact, if you're planning on doing wholesale on Amazon in 2025, I would say that it's 10 out of 10 oversaturated. Can you still get lucky and find a good wholesale product? Yes, maybe, but there's so much competition. It's so hard to find a wholesale product. Same thing with typical boring private label. I would rate this as 9 out of 10 oversaturated. Now, I will talk about creating a passion product in niche branding, and that can take it from a 9 out of 10 down to a 3 out of 10. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But with retail arbitrage, I'd say the oversaturation problem is only really like a 4 out of 10. I still see people making money with retail arbitrage even in 2025. So let me share with you what creating a passion product is, or what niche branding is. And this is your solution. If you're looking to make money with Amazon in 2025, one of these two methods is by far the best way to do it. This is what I've done. This is what my students have done. This is what I teach, and it does still work. And we're going to talk about in depth what that is. But in order to talk about this and explain this, let's talk about the second concern that people have with selling on Amazon in 2025, and that's Temu. Now, in 2024, Temu was a 10 out of 10 concern if you were looking to sell on Amazon. But recently, there was 3 big changes that happened between Temu and China that completely changed the game here. And for those that don't know, Temu was a website where you could buy things for extremely cheap. And the way that Temu was able to sell things for so cheap is those products would come directly from the Chinese manufacturer warehouse, shipped into the United States, and they were able to avoid tariffs because any product that's under $800 didn't have to pay any kind of tariffs. And this was due to the de minimis exemption. In the past, these Chinese manufacturers were able to avoid paying taxes and tariffs, but that has completely changed. The second big change is the US is now requiring Temu sellers to give their 10-digit tariff classification number when they're shipping in products, which is going to make it so they're not going to be able to avoid paying these taxes and tariffs anymore. And third, for a lot of products being sold on Amazon that are trying to take advantage of these cheap deals, they're going to require US customers to give their social security number or their EIN. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to do this cheap shipping, which means that all 3 of these things are basically going to tank Temu and make it so that a lot of the people that were buying products from Temu are going to come back to Amazon.com. But that being said, if you are looking to sell boring junk products using the wholesale or the private labeling method, I would still rank Temu as an 8 out of 10 for how worried you should be, because Temu's still always going to be able to sell products for cheaper. And so the key to be able to beat Temu and still make money on Amazon in 2025 is to stop selling cheap junk products. Chinese manufacturers can do it better than you can. The real way, as I keep talking about, to make money on Amazon in 2025 is either niche branding, which is something that Chinese manufacturers can't do, or creating a passion product, which is also something that Chinese manufacturers can't do. So let's talk about these 2 ways of selling on Amazon, and they're very similar, they're related. We'll talk about how you can do it in 2025, and then I'll continue and I'll go over the other issues with selling on Amazon in 2025, talk about how worried you should be. Now, before I get into that, I do want to let you know that retail arbitrage, if you're doing that, it's still viable. Even with Temu, I would say that you should be worried like a 2 out of 10 or so. But if you're creating a passion product or doing niche branding, Temu is a 1 out of 10. It's almost not even a factor if you're selling a high quality premium product. So how do you do this? What am I talking about here? Let me give you some examples of real Amazon sellers, including myself, that have done niche branding and created a passion product. And when I say niche branding, all I mean is finding a product that's being sold on Amazon and niching it down. For example, I saw that a lot of people were buying electrolyte powders on Amazon. Now, people would buy these powders for all kinds of different reasons. And it's a supplement that you take for different reasons. Some people take it because they want to be more hydrated. They want to be able to work out longer. But one of the reasons why I saw that some people were taking electrolyte powders was because they were trying out the carnivore diet. Now, the carnivore diet is a diet where you eat nothing but meat and animal products. And it sounds a little bit crazy, but it's actually a trending diet right now. And I saw this was a common diet that people were trying. And I actually tried it for a few days. And when I tried it out, I realized that you need to supplement with electrolyte powder. So I went to Amazon, I searched for carnivore electrolytes or electrolytes for the carnivore diet, and no products came up. I mean, there was a lot of electrolyte products, but none of those products were perfect for me, were perfect for the carnivore diet. And so what I did is I took a product, electrolytes, and I created a niche brand for it. We called this carnivore electrolytes. It's an electrolyte product that is niche down. It's perfect for this small group of people that are interested in the carnivore diet. Now, you might be wondering, what did I do to make this product so it was carnivore friendly? Well, I got rid of all the sugar, got rid of all the artificial flavors and everything that was like unhealthy about typical electrolytes. All the things that would make it so that it wouldn't be okay to consume on the carnivore diet. And that's it. It really didn't take that much hard work to make a carnivore diet friendly electrolyte product. But I launched it on Amazon, and last month we did around $30,000 in revenue, over $14,000 in profit. I've only been selling this product for less than a year, and every single month it's gone up in sales numbers. And that's how easy it can be to create a niche product. The other way to sell on Amazon that I talk about over and over again on this channel is creating what I call a passion product. And very similar to a niche product, what you're going to do is you're going to find a product that does not exist that you wish existed. And a great example of this is cocktail cards by AJ. AJ and I realized that a lot of people were searching for cocktail recipe cards, cocktail flashcards, but when you went onto Amazon, there was no product like that that existed. So what we did is we created this product, and we created a set of 100 flashcards that were perfect for people looking to learn how to make cocktails. He launched it on Amazon, and in his first year, he did over $500,000 in sales. And something that's crazy about AJ's story is he actually lost his job during the pandemic. He was a bartender, lost his job. He joined my Amazon FBA training program, the same one that I have as a link down below in the description. I gave him this idea for cocktail cards. He went, he did a great job. He launched it on Amazon, and like I said, $500,000 in sales in his first year ever selling a product online, pretty much ever making money online. And you can do this too. It's very easy. There's a tool called Helium 10 that will help you to find products. And the secret to finding a product to sell on Amazon, the secret to making money by selling products on Amazon is to realize that Amazon is a search engine. People go to Amazon, they type in what they want to buy in that little search bar. And if you can figure out what people are typing into that search bar, you can sell them that product. And that's what this tool, Helium 10, does. For example, I went in here and I typed in carnivore diet, and I saw that over 9,000 people per month are searching for the carnivore diet. Now, when I saw that, I realized that some percentage of people are probably searching for carnivore electrolytes. So I went through here and I saw that over 2,000 people per month are searching for carnivore electrolytes. And boom, at that point, I knew that I could create a product called carnivore electrolytes because there was already 2,000 people per month searching for that exact product on Amazon. I could create it, sell it on Amazon, and I knew I was going to get sales. And there is a link down below. I have the hookup with Helium 10. You can use the link down below to sign up for a free account, or if you want to unlock all the features, I do have coupon codes in that link down below where you can get the premium features at a discounted rate. And I have a ton of videos here on this channel where I show you exactly how to find products to sell on Amazon. And this is something that I talk about in depth in my Amazon FBA training program that I'm opening up in 2 days. But like I said, I have a ton of free videos here on this channel. And even though it is relatively easy to find a product to sell on Amazon, I know a lot of people are worried about how much it's gonna cost to start an Amazon business. And that is the third common fear that people have on why maybe it's too late to start selling on Amazon in 2025. Now, if you're doing retail arbitrage, this is like a 1 out of 10 concern. It doesn't take a lot of money to start with retail arbitrage. If you're doing private label or wholesale, it's around a 6 or a 7 concern. But I know a lot of people think with creating a passion product or creating a niche branded product, when you're creating your own unique product, it's probably gonna cost a lot of money, right? Well, it depends. AJ was actually able to start his Amazon business for $0. I taught him my method for crowdfunding. And here's a big secret. When you're creating a niche branded product or a passion product, you can do a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo. This is where you pre-sale your product before you spend any money on it. AJ and I had this idea for cocktail cards, but AJ didn't have a lot of money to get the business started. So I showed him how to do a Indiegogo. and he was able to take some ideas, some drawings, some renderings that he had and pre-sell this product before he spent any money on the business. And he raised over $100,000 in pre-sales for his product. He then took that money, went to a manufacturer, and got the product made. My first passion product business, it was called Performance Nut Butter. And this business made me over $300,000 in revenue in my first year, over $100,000 in profit. Now, this business was expensive to get started. To be honest with you, it cost $25,000 to start this business. And I didn't have that kind of money. So what I did is I did a Kickstarter, which similar thing, it's a crowdfunding campaign. I raised around $15,000 with my Kickstarter, and then I cashed out my 401k. I put every last penny, every last bit of energy I had into this business, launched this business, and like I mentioned, in my first year, I did $300,000 in revenue, $100,000 in profit, and this business ended up doing over $1 million in revenue, around $300,000 or $400,000 in profit, and I was actually able to sell this business for a deal that I thought, at least at the time, was worth over $1 million. Now, to be honest with you, that business has since gone bankrupt because the person I sold it to pretty much ran it into the ground, but it doesn't matter to me. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this business. And that's one of the things I want to point out, that even if you don't make a ton of money, let's say your business fails, most people that I teach on how to sell on Amazon, almost no one loses money. Pretty much everyone, at least at a minimum, breaks even. And as I mentioned, when you join my Amazon FBA training program, I have a $1,000 guarantee, meaning that if you follow all the steps, you launch a product and you don't make at least $1,000, I will personally give you $1,000 out of my own pocket. That's how much I believe in selling on Amazon in 2025 if you're doing niche branding or creating a passion product. Now, the other ways for selling on Amazon, they're a lot harder. So as far as startup costs when selling on Amazon, if you're doing niche branding or passion product, I'd say this is probably a 3 out of 10. I've had students like Mina who started for under $1,500, and Mina's now doing over $100,000 a month in sales on Amazon. So you don't need a ton of money, but it's gonna range between $1,500 all the way up to $15,000 for you to start a passion product or a niche branded product. However, like I said, you don't need to have that money yourself. You can do a crowdfunding campaign and raise that money. But I know a lot of people are concerned out there with the fourth reason why a lot of people think that it might be too late to start selling on Amazon, and that is the coming recession. And I'm gonna tell you right now that every single year I've been selling on Amazon, people are worried that the recession's gonna come and that we're gonna lose a bunch of money. And it's only gotten more and more profitable to sell on Amazon. Do you remember in 2020 when everyone thought that the world was coming to an end? Turns out that was the best time to start selling on Amazon because more and more people were starting to buy things online. And it's only gotten better since then. Every single year, more and more people are buying things online. Now, you're right. If a recession comes, there are going to be certain products that are going to be hit harder than others. And you might think that a lot of people are going to stop buying premium products, but the data actually shows otherwise. During times of recession, people stop spending money on expensive things like vacations, and they continue to spend money on premium things that make them feel good. And buying a product for $30 on Amazon that's a premium product is an example of one of those things where people will continue to spend the money. On top of that, there are certain categories that are recession proof, and I've talked about this in other videos. Things like pets and babies. Even during a recession, people want to spend money on their pets, on their babies, on things that they love. Same thing is true for grocery items. Like I mentioned, instead of spending thousands of dollars on vacation, people still want to indulge. They still want to enjoy life. So what they're going to do instead is spend a little extra money on those premium grocery items so that they can enjoy life, have a little bit of decadence in their own home. So if you're doing retail arbitrage, the recession's really a 2 out of 10 as far as concerns. It's not going to really affect you. If you are doing private label or wholesale, I'd say this is an 8 out of 10 because if you're just selling cheap junk products, there's always going to be someone that's going to sell a cheaper, more junkier product than you. With passion product or niche branding, it's really a 2 out of 10 on how concerned you should be. Depending on what category you're selling in, there's definitely some products that I would not recommend for a recession, but let me just share with you, there's nothing saying for sure we're going to get into a recession. And what most people do is they get scared to get started. They come up with all these reasons on why they shouldn't start an Amazon business. They get stuck in analysis paralysis. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's no guarantee that we're going to go into a recession. In fact, If you look at the top 500 most successful companies, over 50% of them were started during a recession. So even if there is a recession, that's not necessarily a problem. That creates new opportunity. So if I were you, I wouldn't stop trying to start an Amazon business in 2025 because you're scared of the recession. But still, you might be wondering, is selling on Amazon the biggest opportunity in 2025? And one of the concerns I've heard over and over again is Amazon is charging more and more fees. And there are a lot of fees in order to sell on Amazon. For instance, with Carnivore Electrolytes, even though I told you we do around $30,000 in revenue every month, you gotta keep in mind that's revenue and not profit. Something a lot of make money online gurus don't share is all their costs. And yeah, there are a lot of costs with selling on Amazon. First off, there's the product cost. Then when you sell on Amazon, you do have to pay a 15% fee in order to sell on the Amazon platform. Whether you're doing FBA or FBM, and for those that don't know, FBM stands for Fulfilled by Merchant. This is where when you get an order on Amazon's website, you pick, pack, and ship it to the customer, which means that you have to pay shipping as well. So whether you're doing FBA or FBM, you gotta pay 15% in order to use Amazon's website. Now, I think this is 100% worth it. Amazon has spent billions and billions of dollars on marketing in order to get customers to their website. And so I like to think of that 15% fee as basically marketing expense. Now, if you are selling a niche branded product or a passion product, you can get that selling fee from 15% down to 5% using the brand referral program. If you have a brand, you can use this program and they will lower the percentage that you're gonna pay. The next fee when selling on Amazon is the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. This is the fee that you have to pay every time Amazon picks, packs, and ships your product from their warehouse to a customer. And this covers all the shipping and handling of your product. And a lot of people complain about this and say it's so expensive, but if you've ever tried shipping something in the mail, it's expensive as well. And if you try to ship products yourself, let's say you have your own online business and you're trying to ship yourself, you have to pack up all those products yourself and go to the post office and drop them off, and that's a lot of wasted time. So it's 100% worth it to pay the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. In fact, it's cheaper than it would cost you to ship the same product yourself. On top of that, there is a lot of other fees with selling on Amazon, and I have videos where I go in depth about all those fees. And if you're doing private label or wholesale, I would say that this is a 7 out of 10 concern, because if you're selling a product for cheap, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. You don't have a lot of profit margin, meaning that as Amazon increases the fees, it's really gonna hurt your bottom line. On top of that, if you're selling a typical boring junk product, you can't increase the price of your product. Now, if you're selling a premium niche branded or passion product, one, you're gonna have a lot more profit margin, which means if Amazon increases the fees, it's not gonna matter. On top of that, what I've found is people that buy premium products on Amazon are not that price sensitive. When we first launched Carnivore Electrolytes, we were selling it for $25 because I thought that's what was fair. It cost us around $7 per unit to make this. I thought $25 seems fair. But then one day I started running out of inventory, so I raised the price to $29.99. Sales stayed the same, even though my profit margin got bigger. Then we continued to run out of inventory, so I raised the price to $34.99. Sales stayed the same, but my profit was way, way bigger. And what I realized is when you're selling a premium product, you can add a couple dollars to the price and people are gonna keep buying it. The same thing is not true for boring junk products. So you always want to sell a premium product when selling a product on Amazon. So I would say if you're doing niche branding or a passion product, it's a 2 out of 10 concern for all these different fees that they're adding when selling on Amazon. Same thing for retail arbitrage. I'd say maybe actually a 4 out of 10 for that, because it is going to change which products are going to be profitable, but there's always going to be opportunity for retail arbitrage because again, most people in the United States, if they're buying something online, they're going to Amazon. They're not going to a bunch of different websites to hunt for the best deal. So if you spend your time hunting for the best deal, you buy that product, you flip it on Amazon, you're pretty much always going to be able to make money. It's just going to maybe be a little bit harder as Amazon raises their fees. So overall, when we add up all the different numbers on how concerned you should be about starting an Amazon FBA business in 2025, it's clear that if you're doing private label or wholesale, probably not a good opportunity anymore. However, if you're doing niche branding or creating a passion product, it's a huge opportunity right now for you to start an Amazon business in 2025. And I want to give you an opportunity that could completely change your life. If you're looking to make some extra income, or maybe you want to quit your job and be your own boss, work for yourself, this is a huge opportunity, and I want to help you to learn how to sell on Amazon. As I've mentioned throughout this video, in 2 days, I'm going to be opening up registration for my Amazon FBA training program.